Here I am, Leon C, aka Morpheus, and I got another wonderful video for you, my American people, to empower you. It's going to be very short and sweet. We're going to get to the point, and this is going to be concerning a friend of mine who's having an issue with their relationship where they're struggling to comprehend that there are children that are involved. So this video is also for those who may be struggling in a situation where you're in a new relationship with a parent, which could be the female or it could be the male, who has a very bad misconception. And here's the issue, okay, in outline. He only wants to accept one child that he produced with her. The other child that she has was produced by someone else, but they are together. Okay, they are one family, and this child is still growing up. You know, she's still growing in the family. And I see this happen a lot, and a lot of men have that problem. Okay, and I'm going to wipe away the misconception. Okay, because I'm not taking sides. I'm just speaking reality and I'm speaking facts. Okay, when you men, or even women, decide to get in a relationship with someone, it is a package deal. Okay, it is unfair for the child to have to deal with, especially if the father's not in that child's life. When you engage in that relationship, okay, even if the father was present in that other child's life, okay, because you are a family, because you have decided to be with this woman who already has a child, you have accepted her and you have accepted the child at the same time. You must do this because it's stupid, it's nonsense, and it don't make sense to have a separate house to where you think, and I've seen it happen so many times, where he'll say, oh, this is the child that I had by you, but that child over there is not my child because that's a child that you came in a relationship with by some other guy. But yet you are in a relationship with her. If you don't want to be around that child, or if you don't want to be in the child's life, don't accept the mother. It's a package deal. That's the same thing with women. When y'all get in a relationship with these guys, so it's a package deal. All right. If he has a child and he brings a child into the relationship, okay, if that child's not 18 and grown, okay, even then, because you are involved in his life, he's going to be around his son or his daughter at whatever age that they're going to be. And so you become a part of the family. You buy into the family. Years ago, that's how it operated. When you got with someone, it was a family bonding. And most times it was a business contract as well, where, hey, you marry this daughter, you're marrying the family. You're marrying the family, then most likely you're also marrying the culture of the family of this person that you are marrying or that you are in a relationship with. Okay? So you can't marry the man and not marry his culture, not marry his child. What I mean is just bonding with the child, not marrying the responsibilities, not marrying what it takes to make that relationship flourish. Who are we in our right mind to say, well, I just want to be with you in this relationship, but I'm not going to be with everything that consists of you, because everything that makes that person who they are, okay, is exactly what is around them and what their family consists of. Okay, no, you don't have to deal with the drama if it was like that. No, you don't have to be a part of full circulation and everything that's happening, that you have to be there. No, you must, to a degree, accept the responsibility and the fact that both of y'all are united, that both of y'all have a responsibility to each other and to whatever y'all bring into the marriage or the relationship. Okay, I have to say this because this young lady was very concerned. She wasn't confused, she was concerned. But as a teacher, I keep coming across these very same situations all the time, where they bring it to my attention to say, well, he's only concerned about his child that he brought into the relationship, and my other two daughters or my other two sons or my other daughter or son, he ignores them. he doesn't give them the same treatment as he's given his own child the same treatment. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your own biological child. That's fine. You could do that. That's very sensible, and that there's a chemical attraction or a chemical attachment between you and the kids that you already have. But there should be an attachment as well to the person that you have decided to get in a relationship with. But listen, that's what's actually the problem there, because it shows a lot of people just how disconnected that we really are today in our mentality, and how false the relationship is, because we can't accept everything that that person's about or what they have to offer. All we want is one or two different things, and we're like, oh, that's all I want. Then why are you getting in a relationship with them? Why don't you just leave them alone, be honest with them, and say, okay, I just wanted to be with you, and that was it. I don't care about the child. I just want to just have a little fun for a little while and call it a day. But whenever you take the measure to say, you are my woman, or you are my man, or let's get married, or we're going to take this relationship to a different level to be so serious where we're living with each other, when you open up that door, you'll open up that door to that person, to their child, to their family, to their culture, to their mindset, to their habits, to their lifestyle, okay? And to the individual that they are, with whatever energy that they have to produce. Okay? We already have enough failing relationships as it is. We already have enough failing minds as it is. We already have enough broken homes as it is. Common sense will actually tell you that something's wrong. Okay? And as I told you in the beginning of the video, okay, that's why I named it this way. It's a package deal. When you accept one person, when you accepting them, you accepting everything that they are. Okay? Everything that they are. I can even point the fingers at myself. You say, okay, Morpheus, what would you do? Okay, if it was a different person or a different girl or a different culture. Let's put this for example. Okay? Just for an example. If I had a white girl for a girlfriend, okay? Listen. She's not only my girlfriend, okay? I'm not just with her as her being Sarah or Tracy or whoever else she may be, okay? I'm accepting her. I'm accepting her lifestyle. I'm accepting her energy, her mentality. I'm accepting her family. And if she got kids, I'm accepting her kids as well. That means, okay, I get along with the kids. The kids is fine, even if they're with the baby's daddy, because I'm in the picture. If they are around us, there's going to have to be some interaction respectfully. So there you go. I have to accept the children. And then because she's a white girl, that means I have to accept her culture as well. I'm a part of it, but okay, I accept the family. Let's do the thing. We unite and we make it happen. Okay, I can't pick and choose and say, oh, I just want to be, no, Tracy. No, I just wanted to just be with you for a little while and have a little fun and jump out. Okay, and here's the stupid part about it is, you can't have that mindset, or I can't have that mindset to say, oh, I just want Tracy just for Tracy, right? And I'll bring a child into the mix, and she bring a child into the mix, and we living together. It's a split house. You see how stupid that don't make sense. It's not even logical. Okay, that means we're getting together for the wrong reasons, or specifically me. Okay, by saying, oh yeah, I can deal with you, but I can't deal with your child. It has nothing to do with me. It's not my responsibility. No. Because if I were to decide to do something like that, that's for any other type of person. Because I said I want to be with you, that means I want to be with you. All of who you are, what makes you who you are, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, okay? Your kids, however your kids are, if I'm involving myself, then I'm just going to involve myself, because initially, when you begin to take it to the serious level and you live with each other, or you get married with them, or again, boyfriend and girlfriend, that means you are taking the responsibility. And a lot of grown boys don't know what that means. You taking responsibility. You can't cut it in half and say, oh, I want the icing off of the cake, but I don't want the cake. But yet you living with them. As soon as you take it to the next level, having fun is one thing. Okay, that's only one thing. Spending time with them is one thing. Going to the library with Tracy is one thing. Okay, just having fun and doing, good things and, bed hopping and stuff like that. That's one thing. But as soon as you say, listen, let's get serious in so many ways or in action, and you start living with each other and you start coming together, you start meeting family, okay? And you, for some people who are actually married, are in 14-year relationships, that means you was prepared and you accepted everything that they are. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, for you men, the same way. If you go through that and she feel like, oh, I don't want to be involved, it have nothing to do with me, I'm just going to take care of my kid, your kid is listen, your relationship is done. Leave her standing right there and walk out. Say, get the out of here. You understand? Definitely for you women. If you got kids, one child, two kids, or even if you have a child by this dude, okay, and he's saying, well, I'm just going to take care of my child, but he's neglecting the other kids that you have that's in your house. He'll take them to Disneyland. He'll take them out to eat. Okay, he'll take them to the store and leave your biological child behind. Even if y'all in the same house, he say, no, I'm taking care of mine, right? And your kids are sitting there on the couch like, what about us? Oh, she's special, or he's special. They'd be like, then they begin to figure out, the reason why they're special, because that's his child. When all of them are his child, because he signed the signature when he said, listen, let's do this seriously. Let's come together. All right. So y'all got to stop that nonsense. If men are doing you like that, women, listen, they're like, oh no, this is my baby. I'm going to leave. I'm going to neglect. I'm going to go ahead and take my child to McDonald's. All right. I'm going to let your child stay home and eat noodles and, they have nothing to do with me. Right. Okay. It's time for you to say it's a done deal. Get the out of here. Because if they signed a dotted line, be responsible. If I was with Tracy and I signed a dotted line to say, okay, let's do the thing. You ready to do it? Let's do it. Right. That's it. That means I have accepted it. And I have to be responsible and say, okay, I signed up for it. Yeah, okay, I'm a part of it. Let's do it. Let's be a family. Let's make it happen. That's what you call being a man. That's what you call being red pill. You understand? That's what you call being like, okay, I made it. It's my responsibility. Now let's do it. Okay, too many boys are growing up not being responsible and saying, hey, I need to understand the full picture. You can't take 1 out of 10. It don't work like that. You got to say, I understand what it's all about. Let's do it. This is too many times we're raised up without the right information. I got another video coming for you. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. If I don't make another one, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you anyway. So give me 1 second. I'm going to take a pause. I'm back after the break. So did a little revising and thought about a little bit more of the subject. Okay. Now listen, a lot of these parents also who are actually doing this, who's actually pre-creating a separation in the family by only taking care of their offspring or the one that they have raised or the only child that they have brought into the relationship. Okay, check this out. Usually what I see commonly is the daughter or the son who's at least 16, 17, and 18 that's usually getting kicked out of the house. Okay, and let me tell you something. Usually that's the majority of them. Okay, something's wrong up here because they're only legally an adult by age based on the country that we live in. Okay, so I'll say here in America, the legal age is commonly 18 years old. That just means they're legally an adult to take on adult responsibility. But that doesn't mean that they're actually an adult up here. Okay, so because a lot of people think, oh, my child or my son or my daughter is 18 years old, I'm going to kick them out of the house, right? But as a lot of, it's kind of funny. It really, see, check this out. It's very much a crazy situation. Okay, it's very mindless when you think about it. Because if you yourself is 25, 32, or 40 years old, okay, and you're supposed to be well mature to the point to where you know that you kept developing over time, some sort of knowledge or wisdom. I guess apparently not if you plan on kicking your daughter out who's 16, 17, 18. But you knew the thoughts that you had when you was 16, 17, and 18 is not the thoughts that you have now at the age of 27, 32, and 40. So you automatically know at that age, most times they're not fully prepared for the world. Most times, listen, most times they're not adult mentally or financially or in their life. And what most parents want to do is say, oh, get a job, which is be a corporate slave or something like that. Get a job, okay? Go out there and make money, do your own thing because you're an adult now, okay? And then, of course, when the daughter or the son seem like they want to talk back and they're smelling themselves because they think now they're mature, which, of course, as an adult, you should already know that they're just trying to gain some independence. They're just trying to figure out the world. They're trying to figure out life, okay? You should be the responsible enough to realize, okay, I don't need to be putting my daughter or my son out knowing that they're not truly prepared for the world. Just because they are of the legal age 18, that doesn't mean that they are actually an adult at 18, okay? We got adult mixed up, okay? We don't comprehend the definition of the word or the meaning of it, okay? Even still, they are still developing, okay? That is a legalized age from the government and from the political arena, okay, to say, okay, this person have responsibilities and can take on responsibilities at this age, but they're still comprehending the world, okay? So, and the reason why I'm bringing this into this is because a lot of you say, well, she's already 18 or he's already 16 and they were brought into the relationship way before I got into the relationship. So here you are, you get in a relationship and that child's probably 15, okay? And you probably just got through having a child by this lady, or maybe your child is about, 8 years old or 9 years old, while her child that she brought into the relationship is 15 years old, okay? Of course, that child is not going to expect for you to be daddy or in reverse her to be mommy, okay? And as a mature adult, you should know that you still have to have a responsibility, and you got a responsibility of at least being a role model in the interactions that you have with those kids that you decided to accept into your relationship. You signed up for the entire baseball field, so you can't say you just want the baseballs. That's mindless, okay? You still got to understand that child still needs guidance, okay? That 15-year-old, that 16-year-old, 17-year-old, and 18-year-old is still trying to get somewhere in their life. Okay? Now understand, every situation is a variation. Every situation is different, determined on what form and what next and what idea based on what your perspective of the relationship is. Okay? And the relationship that you have with the mom or the dad and the children. Whether the father or the mother of that child is in their life or not. You still accepted the responsibility, okay? All you're doing when you kick out a child that's too soon, when they're 16, when they're 17, and they're 18, okay? All you're doing is just reciprocating the bad society. You're just reciprocating unprepared adults. You're just reciprocating the same bad habits over and over again, because when they're 18 and 19, they're struggling out there trying to make ends meet when they should have been at home gaining more education and learning and trying to figure out things. Say, okay, I'm ready to get out there. You kicked them off the nest too soon by being selfish, because you really just wanted a relationship between you and that other person. You really wasn't trying to take up the entire responsibility, even though that's what you initiated anyway. You just wasn't trying to do that because you weren't looking at it that way. So therefore, now you finally kick the person out who's still trying to figure out themselves. You didn't do nothing but condone and inspire the next falling generation, thanks to you. Okay? We always have those type of responsibilities. So you got to keep in mind, when you accept somebody who has kids, whether they're 1 year old or 18 years old, and the father or mother is still in the picture, because you have decided to be with them on a serious, intimate level, whether it be by living with each other or marrying, that means you brought the entire baseball field and you're responsible for it, just like the mother is. Okay, now I know there are some mothers who don't want you to be involved. Don't get involved with her, because eventually it's still going to cut the house in half. because now you got this very odd situation between you and that other child who's growing up. It's an odd situation. Don't even want to be in the same room with that person. Can't even talk to them without them looking at you like, oh, you stranger. Okay, same as the mom. You always going to be the third wheel. Why would you want to go into the relationship being the third wheel? So you don't let them push you away, and you don't push yourself away, because when you buy into it, you brought the entire thing. So it's either all or nothing at all. And with the high divorce rate, with the high relationship fallout, where people cannot, what do you call that? They can't peer bond. Y'all can't come together like y'all used to. Y'all don't even know how to deal with each other on an adult level, because y'all was kicked out at 17 and 18 and 19 doing the same thing to your own kids, because we don't have the common sense to think about what we are reciprocating and doing. Okay? Not really getting the A's in class as we should, the human class of how we should be functioning. Okay? So therefore, you should comprehend that it's the entire thing that you're accepting. If you don't want to accept your unity, don't get involved. If you don't want to be responsible for the entire cake, okay, don't get involved. Okay? Until that child is truly an adult up here, and they act like it, and they're mature, and they know how to sensibly talk to you, and they comprehend what's going on out there in the world, okay, and they are enabled, not disabled because of you, but they are enabled to do well for themselves. Then you can move on to the next. Again, the reason why I do is because we're just so selfish. Like, oh no, I didn't want all this in a relationship, but you did. You just was closed blinded because you was always interested in something else. So you got to always keep that in mind. You don't want to replace another unfair child. They're innocent, another child, just because they're not biologically connected to you. You opened up the door with the key. Okay, you said, oh, let's make it happen as a relationship. So you're with the child, you with the mother, you with the culture, you with the family. Why keep reciprocating another bad society of other unprepared adults getting out there who's going to create the next unprepared adults? It's like, where's the sense in that? So either you get into it 100%, don't do it at all. This is Leon C, aka Morpheus. My book is available for you down there in the description box, 2020 Miracle Rise or Fall Hard. And I have more videos for you to come, whether you like it or not.